Construction work is underway at the site of what was once a rundown, crime-ridden apartment complex.
Habitat for Humanity Omaha has knocked the old wintergreen apartments down, and in the process, they're building 85 brand new homes on the site. 6 News' John Chapman reports not only is Habitat improving the community, they're also providing an opportunity for young people to learn the trades.
Habitat builders are getting a little help from Benson High School students. Boris Perez is a Benson High School senior. He's learning a lot working with construction professionals.
I'm learning general construction. I'm learning framing, tile, also drywalling.
Boris and other Benson students are working Habitat's Blue Stem Prairie site near 52nd and Sorensen Parkway. They will help build 85 homes here, and they're getting experience they can't get in the classroom.
Our off-site program has been partnering with Habitat all year. We come once a week out here, and they get a hands-on experience. They've built about 6 homes in the neighborhood, and we're trying to get them to build the skills to get a job when they graduate.
There is a shortage of workers in the trades, and programs that show students they can make a good living working with their hands are vital.
They're bringing substantial skills, professional certifications, on-the-job experience, so I'm trying to put my guys right in the front to create real life-changing opportunities, because the trades pay really well. The number of companies calling me and asking me if I have an 18-year-old who will come to work, put their phone away and show up to work every day is crazy. They call me once a week, I get a call.
Habitat officials hope this program helps to quickly attract young workers to jump in and help build communities.
And as we're looking at our older population and they're phasing out, you haven't seen as many young individuals joining those fields, whether it be a plumber, an electrician.
Boris understands that he wants to help fill the worker shortage, and he has plans for his future.
I want to start first or something little, working as a contractor, and then later on start putting my company on my name.
On your side in Omaha, I'm John Chapman, 6 News.
About a dozen Benson High School students, Habitat Omaha staff, and other volunteers began framing the first home in the Blue Stem Prairie development. Habitat Omaha officials hope to complete 45 of the 85 homes this year.